Ask Joshy once again, and I'm joined by Total Biscuit.
Hey, hey, how's it going?
Good. Let's go just a little further.
Don't want to get it too close to the mustache. It might eat it.
Oh, yeah, the mustache. Well, I don't have that problem, so...
oh, you're so fresh-faced and wonderful, Joshy.
Well, so my problem is I get the stubble on one side of the face, so I still have to shave every day. I could probably get that length, but only on one half of my face. It's really terrible.
That's adorable.
Yeah, but we are, again, doing ShootMania Elite, and we've got the picture overhead right now. We do still have some players joining the game. We've got our pros and PAX attendees playing off against each other. It's going to be Chance, formerly with Team Evil Geniuses, a Quake pro from just many, many years. And we've got Xp3, who is with Team ESP. He actually qualified with his Team ESP in our online qualifiers to earn his way here to PAX. And these semifinals and finals are for a $500 tournament. First place will take all of it to split amongst themselves. And how long has it been since you've cast some ShootMania, Total Biscuit?
I cast the first ever ShootMania tournament, actually.
That's right.
Yep, that was a while ago now. Just a little bit. That was actually, the finals were at E3, so it was just a little while ago. It was a pretty epic set of games, honestly. We had that team absolutely destroy in the finals. It was incredible to see. I think the name on everyone's lips at that point was De Bears.
De Bears,
yep. Is terrifying, unbelievably good player, and very, very difficult to shut down indeed. But this elite mode is incredibly entertaining to watch if you're the kind of guy that is into clutch gameplay, because the entire game mode is based around doing just that. That's
right. Everything is driven by the attacker in this game mode. It's not like Halo or Black Ops, team deathmatch. You never really know who you're following, or, you may start watching one guy after he gets a headshot, but then on the other side of the map, someone you didn't expect gets a double kill or something like that. Kind of hard to follow, but Elite Mode is the premier competitive mode for ShootMania, and it's played 3 versus 3, but actually each individual round is only 3 versus 1. You've got one attacker armed with an instant kill laser rifle. All you really have to do is point and click on your target and kill him. And defenders only have 1 hit point because it is that instant kill rifle. And the way that the attacker can win a round is by killing either all 3 defenders or actually getting to the goal. And I'll actually try and see if I can actually find the goal. These guys are a little bit up close to each other, so I can't actually do that. But there's basically 2 spawns on the map. There's an attacker spawn and a defender spawn. Defenders typically spawn very close to the goal so that they can post up defensive positions, keep that attacker from getting in and actually capping it. And so attacker can either kill all the defenders or capture the goal. Defenders can win by either eliminating the attacker, who has 3 armor, or they can run out the time.
Yes, they can run out the clock. That's something you should definitely focus on, is that the goal is not open for all that long. Rounds last for 1 minute. The goal is open only really for the last 15 seconds of the round. So the attacker has to stay alive, find position. If he can eliminate all 3 defenders, then great. But if not, then he has to stay alive until he can get onto the goal. And you have to stand in the goal for about 1 second in order to actually grab it.
That's right. It's about 1.5 seconds, something like that. And, it seems like the percentage shoots up so fast, but sometimes you get in that 90% range, and you know that you're just milliseconds away. Yeah,
you really can, especially if the attacker's been worn down by the defenders. He's maybe down to 1 armor point, so he's going to die instantly. Then he can very easily be jumped upon. Traps can be set. Strategies can be put into play. And that's really what Elite Mode is all about.
That's right. And I did mention earlier the attacker is armed with that instant kill laser rifle. These guys are all warming up with it right now. It's a little tricky to get used to, so it does take some warming up. The defenders, of course, are actually armed with rockets. They're a little more traditional. They've got that travel time. You can, plot them on predictable trajectories. Anytime someone's jumping, basically, that gives you another sort of half second to aim your rocket correctly in this game. You just have limited mobility options when you're in the air. But there is a very intricate movement system in this game, isn't there, John?
Very much so, actually, yeah. The ability to essentially run down what is an energy bar in order to extend your jump. You can actually slow your movement speed down as you're falling. So you can essentially glide for a short period of time as well as accelerate when necessary. But, of course, you don't want to burn out that bar too quickly. If you do, then you won't have any to use when you really need it.
That's right. Sometimes you may just be using it to dart around the map a little faster, but then an attacker shows up or defenders show up, and you're out of all that stamina, and they've got the jump on you. That can be really difficult, but we do have actually all of our players in right now.
That we do.
And they are calling a map vote. It's really, it's up to them, whatever they're comfortable playing on. We do have some Naughty Live maps, some official Elite maps in here in the mix. We also have some fan-made maps, but it's totally up to the players. If they want to vote skip, that's totally fine. But it looks like no one else is on Xp3's charge right now. Only one vote for yes. I'll ask our admin, Ron. We are going to skip it. All right, so we're going to head to a different map here. The vote does pass. We'll find out what is going to be our first map.
It's crazy keeping track of the amount of maps in this game because there are 20,000 already, which is absolutely insane. 15 possible game modes.
Yep.
And the actual metagame is changing all the time as to which maps do the competitive players actually prefer to play upon and how do the strategies change going forward.
All right, and they have actually gone on to the castle, which is a competitive map that you see all the time. It actually has undergone some changes recently to make it even more effective as a competitive map. Sometimes it only takes a small change on these official maps to actually change the gameplay completely. So the castle, this map, actually start on the low ground as the attacker, and you work your way up as Chance is actually giving us a little visibility here on the goal.
Yep.
You start in this low ground, work your way up through the middle, and you have several attack routes from the left or the right or the middle to this jump pad here. There actually used to be a tall wall right here acting as a visibility blocker, and now that that's gone and you can just leap right onto the jump pad, it changes the attack path so much. It changes the defensive positions that these players are going to be taking at the top. It could just have drastic changes. Any little change on these maps can have huge differences.
Yeah, it can completely change the way that the map is actually played, and rightfully so, honestly. Competitive players are always going to look for the optimum routes. That's why you see attack paths actually happening, and you can usually predict in which direction they're actually going to go.
That's right, and now we've only got 1 second before we begin. All right, so this is our first semifinal about to happen here for our fans and pros tournament, elite tournament going on here at PAX. This is the final day of PAX, so we will be going through both semifinals and the finals and find out which team will be taking home that $500 prize. The first attacker for Xp3's team is Xp3 himself, and I think he always puts himself in the lead because, he can rely on his own shot. He's kind of the team captain here, and there he goes already landing that first shot on Lethal Mongoose. Only 2 defenders left. So again, he's working his way toward this goal. You can see the timer at the top ticking down. While it's in this time period, he actually cannot capture the goal. So there's no reason to get up there too early because he won't be able to just stand around and wait. He's got to work his way up, try to pick off defenders on his way up, and it looks like Chance has already taken off an armor, and he's going to continue his way up.
Yeah, needs to watch out for that. Gonna quick jump, and there's the pickup on the air. Only Chance left, and 2 armor remaining here for ESP Xp3. Let's try and pick up Chance. Doesn't get it. The goal is now capturable. 10 seconds remaining on this one, and it's going to be a little bit tense. He jumps in, and he doesn't get it. He's actually knocked right off again. Needs to make it, and there we go. First pickup for Team ESP. Nicely done there by Xp3.
All right, so Xp3 is the captain of the red team. We've got Chance as the captain of the blue team. They were our invited players. Actually, Xp3 earning his way here through our online qualifiers with his team ESP. Chance was invited as a Quake Pro to come try out ShootMania and let us know what he thinks of the game and get some more hands-on time with it. So Chance is going to be attacking first for his team. Excellent rail already, 40 meters hit, and he's going to be changing directions here a little bit to try and find a better vantage.
Yeah, it was a very nice shot there, and you will have actually noticed that Xp3's team was putting down suppressing fire down that corridor, and that's fairly effective. You can actually blanket all 9 rockets in one small area, and if you know the route that your opponent's going to go around, then there is a chance you'll take off an armor point.
All right, and because Xp3's team is down a defender already, both Xp3 and Nitro Guy will be playing the points. Basically what that means is they're going to stand near the goal. Another 40-meter rail from Chance, and only 1 defender left with 2 armor. That puts him in a great position to be able to cap this. Only 10 seconds left on the timer, though. Now we've got a showdown, 1 armor left, and wow, Xp3 picking up both those armors, and they go up 2-0 now.
Really nice start for Team ESP. There's no real question about that. We've got Adrian on the attack now versus the blue team. We're going to be kicking off very, very shortly. Timer is now running, so he needs to get in there nice and quickly. You see Adrian coming down the bottom of the castle right there. Lethal Mongoose already putting down suppressing fire, knowing that Adrian's going to have to come down that direction. Adrian using the jump pad to try and get up onto a higher level here.
Adrian did actually fall back down, so he's just going to change
gears.
I did say trying. Yeah. Jump pad. That's right, and Adrian is actually going to be shifting to a slightly different position here. You can see that little X marker on the screen. The defensive players are actually placing those on the ground wherever their cursor is, so if they get vision on the attacker, they can actually drop those markers to let their teammates know that they spotted the attacker somewhere nearby. 40-meter rail for Adrian. Great shot to lead this off. He's still got 3 armor. Time is starting to run low, though. Only 2 armor left now. See, it's flashing green. That means it is about to be able to be captured, and once it is able to be captured, you'll notice that the timer actually starts flashing red.
Very nice pick up there regardless. Blue team getting a point on the board there, able to take down Adrian without too much of a problem. Adrian just playing a little bit too passively and also then getting caught out in a crossfire in the center, which is never what you want to do. More often than not, we see the attacker actually taking a route that skirts around the edge. It also gives them a height advantage so that they can use that railgun in order to pick off their opponents.
That's right. It is very hard, very difficult to attack through that low ground toward the upper area there. For example, Xp3, where he's sitting right now, only part of his body is actually exposed when someone is attacking from the low ground. Wow, he's actually just not showing much respect to Lethal Mongoose, just showing himself completely. Nitro Guy on the low ground trying to get some shots off as well. And wow, Adrian, actually all three defenders are moving forward on Lethal Mongoose. It is kind of hard to tell right off the bat the skill level of any of these players, so they are just going to try and rush him down and see how it works out. Lethal Mongoose does pick off Nitro Guy, and now Adrian, it's just Xp3 remaining.
Xp3 could be a tough opponent, no question about that. Lethal Mongoose trying desperately to get a rail to land. The 10-6 capture is now in play. Only one armor left of the capture grab. Very nicely picked up there by the ESP guys.
Wow, Xp3 once again landing those last two defensive rockets. That puts him up to 4 total defensive rockets. You can see on this scoreboard where it says def, that's how many rockets they have landed, and where it says ATK or attack, that's how many successful attacking rounds they've actually had. Let's see how Nitro Guy does now for Xp3's red team here.
Well, living up to his name as he streams forward with all of his speed bar there, using the jump pad up to get to a higher position. You're noticing this corridor down the center is the place for initial salvos of rockets to go, because you can pick off your opponent. You can also try and force your opponent not to go there. They don't want to take the risk of going up there, so they can predict which direction they're going to come in. See, Chance already knew which direction his opponent was going to go in because they forced him over there, and we've got Sparta going in right now to try and pick some off. A couple of rockets here and there, whiffing just so slightly here. Nice maneuvering here by Nitro Guy. He's got a good amount of speed, takes a rocket from the back. Now moving around to try and flank Chance from the left-hand side, but Lethal Mongoose with a 1 on the 2, and down he goes.
That is not a position you want to be in as an attacker, heading up that very long ramp, especially with defenders both in front and behind you. There's really nowhere to run at that point. Time was running out, though, so he didn't have that many options. You did point out that Chance was firing those rockets because he knew where Nitro Guy was forced to go. We'll call those spam rockets or prediction rockets, but either way, basically you're just firing multiple times at choke points because you know that's where the guy's going to pop out eventually. So the rockets do recharge pretty rapidly. I mean, you can fire all 4 at once if you just hold down the attack button and wait a few seconds, and you've got all your ammo back. Where we can just go ahead and watch S Vader here. Next time he takes a shot, look at the little lightning bolt icon down in the bottom left, and you can see how long it actually takes to recharge.
Yeah, it's a little bit brutal. You've got to pick your shots very, very carefully indeed. Although the same can actually be said for the defenders. It's highly possible to burn out the defenders' rockets and then move in there. But in this position, it's not going to happen. And right now, 15 seconds. That was an incredible hit. 60-meter rail right there, picking off ESP Xp3, leaving Nitro Guy and Adrian. 5 seconds though. He needs to get on that immediately. Can he kite for long enough?
He does.
Oh, so very close right there. The 2 ESP guys not able to quite keep him off the pad.
Man, S Vader, very clutch attack round there. I thought he was going to run out of time for sure once I saw how far away he was when the goal was able to be captured. The defenders had a great position on him as well, so really, really nice job by S Vader, able to take that round anyway. Wow, Xp3 getting right in the thick of things. Every time you peek around a corner, you know, 3 more rockets whiz by. Oh, wow, nice shot on the move on that first defender. Second shot on the move. Xp3 hitting those lasers that we've come to know and love. Will he get the jump shot? He does!
Triple kill pick up right there from ESP Xp3. Hyper-aggressive approach right down the center, ignoring the fact that those suppressing rockets were coming. They're just dodging in and going for the throat of the opponent.
Yeah, 3 up, 3 down for Xp3. He just runs right in there, only takes 3 lasers to kill off all 3 defenders. His team is leading 4-3 right now in this map. It is a best-of-3 series, but per map, you're playing to 6. You're trying to get your team to 6 points first, but you must win by 2.
Exactly. And so this could drag on for a while. It's entirely possible.
That's right. So whenever you are in sort of a tied situation, let's say every round is a defensive win, then that attacking round is what becomes the actual difference maker. So Xp3 already with 2 successful attacking rounds, and Chance's team with only 1 successful attacking round. Essentially, Red is set up to win this map unless Chance can manage to take another attack.
Well, he's going to go look for it right now. It gets flanked actually by Nitro Guy, which was very risky, did not pay off. Chance takes him out and now actually has a clear run down the center. Might want to consider doing that. That's exactly what he's going for. He has burned his jump bar. Get as close as he can and jump all the way up there. Oh, very close in. Second rocket hit. Can he get the third one? There's the capture. Nicely kited around the side.
Wow, very nice job by Chance. You notice he did not take that jump pad. Instead decided to jump up because he did not see the defenders. If he had taken the jump pad and they were behind that column, they would have landed 1, maybe even 2 easy rockets. So Chance making a good decision there. Adrian speeding through here. We can see our defenders actually taking pretty aggressive positions here. Lethal Mongoose, actually in particular, not showing much respect to Adrian. We'll go ahead and take that first-person view once again and see how he progresses through here. Open shot on Lethal Mongoose, but doesn't actually connect. Lethal Mongoose trying to get behind that gate, it looks like, but no, actually just trying to land some rockets as fast as he can.
Getting him nice and close is the best way to deal with him. He's already taken 2 off. You can see Lethal Mongoose is blasting Adrian, and he's only got a single point left. Lethal Mongoose with the flank attack. He misses right there. Needs to dash around, and he's going to be intercepted right here by Chance. The hit, but the conversion, and there it goes. 5-4 here for the blue team.
And both teams actually have 2 successful attacking rounds, so like tennis, you sometimes need to break a serve just to determine who is actually going to win the map. And so with both teams basically tied up on number of attacking rounds, that basically means the next attacking round is setting up their team in amazing position to actually take the map. We could see that tie sort of overtime situation, but if Lethal Mongoose does actually win this attacking round, that will win the map for Chance's team.
This is a wonderful position for Lethal Mongoose to actually be in. It's very easy to see the rockets coming in, and if you are accurate on the long-range rails, you can pick up 1, maybe 2, and then actually make a straight run. The risk of it is it's very far away from the goal, so if you run the clock out, you end up in a position where you've got to take a huge risk.
Ooh.
There's a pick up on the Adrian. Very nicely done. Lethal Mongoose going in, misses 1 on Xp3.
All right, so Lethal Mongoose and Adrian are both PAX attendees who actually showed some skill at the Royal Station in the back of the exhibit and signed up for this Fan and Pros tournament. They are actually already in the semifinals, showing that they've got some skills to hang with these guys. And Lethal Mongoose picking up 1 defender. He was in a pretty good position. Still is actually 2 armor against just 1 defender. 5 seconds left on the cap, though. He's going to need to hit Nitro Guy or he is donezo.
Down he is in the ground right there. Nitro Guy picks him off on the air. 5-5. Okay, so we're in tie-break situation now. 6 is not enough. He's going to need to win by 2 clear points.
That's right, and I keep saying it, I can't reiterate enough, attacking rounds are actually considered to be a little bit harder when your teams are evenly matched. When they're not evenly matched, attacking rounds are a little bit easier, but really, I mean, you can have a hot streak of lasers and end it in like 15 seconds like Xp3 did, or, you know, just work your way up like Nitro Guy is doing here, being very cautious, making sure that he can keep the defenders between himself and the goal, doesn't want any of them to slip behind him, obviously, and actually getting snagged a little bit on that little bit of metal might actually slow him down too much.
It very much might indeed. And actually keeping up your speed here is very important because these are large maps. You don't have a lot of time to actually traverse them. Might be good.
Ooh,
hello. It looks like a flank from the side here. He's going to actually take a desperate one. That's a risky place to be against Rockets. He drops down. Chance with a good shot, but misses just slightly. There's the hit from the side. Nitro Guy picks it up.
Nitro Guy, yeah, actually landing 1 rail, but a great shot from Chance, just predicting the path of Nitro Guy, does actually manage to snag him, and you can see the blue team does have 6 points, but like we said, you must win by 2, so S. Vader has a chance to tie things up. If the blue team can actually land this attack, they will actually end the map.
Yes, indeed they can, but will it happen? I have to wonder if Red Team just waiting to get Xp3 back on the field again in order to get that really aggressive attack run. Sparta playing just a little bit cautiously around the side here. Nitro Guy hiding behind that pillar. That's been spotted on both sides. Sparta looking for the snipe. Can't pick it up from that distance.
He is actually going to work his way. Well, I don't want to say exactly where he's working his way. Obviously, these speakers are quite loud, and the headset's not 100% soundproof. So we'll leave it to S. Vader to actually reveal himself. But the defenders actually set up in very good defensive positions. There's only 4 more seconds. They're
going to burn out the clock here.
Yeah.
Careful. Sparta's far too far away. He's going to have to make a desperate run, which is most likely going to result in him being picked up. And that was very, very risky. Uber passive play there by Sparta.
Oh, man.
No, this is not where you want to be. This is the corridor of pain. Second hit comes in right now. Xp3 with a great position. Nitro Guy gets the finish.
Yeah, very nice job actually by the red team. They're not allowing S. Vader any chances. No free looks on the defenders. They don't want him hitting any rails from long range, so they just played the point, all 3 of them, the whole time there, and did not give him any chances at any shots. That's why it took him a little bit longer. He was looking for maybe a closer defender to try and maybe duel with and take out, but Xp3 again just tempting fate. And a 99.
What?
Oh, if he falls here... Okay, he can get back up. There's actually an area of this map where you can fall in water. Xp3, what are you doing?
He's okay. He's okay. It's just a little slimy. He's still good. Xp3 now making the run, and this could be the break point right here for Team ESP. If they get the win there and then just hold a solid defense again, second hit, unbelievably accurate right there. Only a single target remains, and I say target for a very good reason.
His lasers are very accurate, but Chance is a former Quake player. He does have that same proficiency with rockets that you would expect, but Xp3 just
very
hitting.
nicely picked up. It's Xp3 God run right there, and now can Chance break it? It's pro on pro once again.
All right, Xp3, every single attacking round, he just eliminates all the defenders. He said, I don't even need to know where the goal is. I can just pick off all those defenders with 3 easy lasers. Chance, like I said, played Quake for Evil Geniuses a few years back, and we invited him to come along to PAX and try out ShootMania with the rest of us, and he's actually taken to it very, very quickly, as you would expect with a Quake player. Those instant shot rifles and those rockets both already very proficient with both of those. So we'll take his first-person view now and see what sort of route he's going to be taking up to the point.
All right, Chance going to come around here from the right-hand side. It's very clearly been spotted as missiles fly in his general direction. But the question is, he's going to get a pick-off here. He's a little bit far away from the goal. He's going to have to make a run. He would have wanted to have picked up at least one by now. That's a risky run to take for that very reason. Goal can now be captured, burning a little bit of his speed bar there just to drift in a position. He might be able to get around here, but there's at least 2 defenders. This is risky, really risky.
Yeah, he's got a defender behind him as well that he's not shot down yet. This is actually going to be really impossible.
He's burned out, that's it. And a nice pick up there.
All right,
ESP
that's
takes
the map.
First round.
All right, first map does go to ESP Xp3 and his team, Nitro Guy and Adrian having some nice defensive rockets as well, but Xp3 getting all 3 of his attacking rounds made the difference in that first map, as well as 9 defensive rockets. Lethal Mongoose actually heading up the blue team in defensive rockets, but not grabbing one of those very, very valuable attacking rounds. So as we move into the next map, we'll see what we're going to be playing. Solar Flare, that's another perfectly acceptable.
That's a classic. Yeah, very much a classic. This was actually in the first ShootMania tournament as well. Very popular map, very balanced map. It's got an interesting underground cave system that allows you to pop up on different sides of the map, so routes are a bit more unpredictable here.
Yep, here's one of those cave entrances right to the right side of where the attacker spawn. It actually pops out here on the right side a little bit further out. There's another cave here that S. Vader is actually showing off for us right now that comes out... Where is it? Oh, back here behind where the defenders... Oh, actually, sorry, over here behind where the defenders actually initially spawn. So this is the defender spawn. They can hop across this little gap, as S. Vader is doing now, toward that goal. And once all of our players are readied up, that's Chance's team. If Chance's team could go ahead and ready up, we will be able to start map number 2. Xp3 already up 1-0 in the series. It is just a best of 3, so if they can manage to take down Solar Flare as well, that will put them into the finals for this $500 Fan and Pro ShootMania Elite Tournament.
Now, this map does have a few pitfalls. If you have a look over there where Lethal Mongoose is standing, you'll see what looks like kind of a pit of oil or an energy field. That will kill you. Don't want to drop into that. Not a very good idea.
This stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. that is not good. No, no, no. But there are a few areas where you can get in here, but the attacking one's always pretty risky. I've seen a number of players trying to just fling themselves off the top ridge directly onto the goal. Super risky, very difficult to do, but can be done if they have the armor points and if they've eliminated 2 of the opposing defenders. If they do that, generally speaking, connecting with all 3 rockets is nigh and impossible. You can't reload in time, and then you get the grab.
That's right. And there's actually, I mean, there's many valid attack paths, actually. Sometimes they'll just come right up here through the middle where Chance is actually sort of posting up now. This is actually one of the longer attack paths that you see him taking, and the defenders are well aware of where he's at, so I don't mind revealing it. But Chance is taking the long way up here, and this can actually be a really dangerous area. Defenders can get up in his face. Xp3 doing exactly that and taking off an armor for his trouble.
Yeah, and he's dodging in and out behind that lighting set right there, which is proving incredibly problematic here. Chance with his second rocket right there, knockback almost off the cliff, and Adrian with the flank.
Very nice shot from Adrian finishing that off. I thought Xp3 was just going to handle it mano-a-mano, but Adrian with that nice prediction rocket, he backed right into it. Let's take a look at Xp3 actually attacking first for his team once again. And attacking first is actually a huge deal in Elite, because if this goes into extra rounds, that means Xp3 is going to be the one attacking the most frequently, giving his team the best chance at actually winning the map. So it's almost like having the leadoff hitter and the cleanup hitter as the same person.
Yeah, and it makes perfect sense when you consider it, and that's exactly why we see that happening.
Make the jump.
Yeah, actually, that's very rare to see, actually. ESP Xp3 missing the jump.
So he's going to continue around the back. There is a ledge that he can actually walk right over onto the cap area, or you can hop up this hill. And there's a couple of different ways he can go from here, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. We'll see if the defenders catch on. Chance,
they have.
Well aware there. So Xp3 still trying to land those lasers that we're so familiar with. Still 2 defenders remaining now, and the goal can be captured. He's not getting those laser shots. He's going to have to jump for it. And, oh, wow, 1 laser, so it is a showdown situation. Chance finishing off Xp3. Very nice defense there from him.
Yeah, that's the worst situation to be in. If you get up there and you're not able to pick off the opponents very rapidly, then you just burn the clock out. And you've got to make that big leap of faith, which, generally speaking, results in you dying horribly. So it's not usually the best of ideas. Lethal Mongoose now up on the attack versus ESP, Xp3, Nitro Guy, and Adrian. Xp3 does not give a damn.
No. Nice. He's showing Lethal Mongoose not much respect. I won't say no respect because he's not chasing him down, at least. Yeah. That's when you know someone doesn't think you're any good. They just continue pursuing you throughout and hop along behind you. But as you pointed out, that leap of faith can be really dangerous as you don't have much movement options while you're floating in the air like that. It gives the defenders half a second to a second longer to predict where you're going to land and shoot those rockets even earlier at where they think you'll end up.
Yeah, more often than not, mid-air kills are very common when that happens. I think in the previous tournament, we saw only 2 successful attempts at that jump, and there were over 10.
Right.
So that should give you a fairly useful indication of the success rate. And right now, Lethal Mongoose is being kited out of the area. He's going to have to make a jump over here, which should result in him being blasted mid-air.
He just took too long to work his way around. I mean, even if you don't pick off any defenders, you still got to get closer to the cap to be able to give yourself a chance at being successful there. Adrian is going to be attacking now for Xp3's team, the red team here. They are currently up 2-1 with 1 successful, actually no successful attacking rounds. We've had nothing but defensive rounds so far, so maybe Adrian will be the one to sort of break the chain of events. Let's go ahead and take his first-person view.
Dangerous place to be. You can very easily have an opponent pop up behind you there if you stick very close to the wall. But of course, you can stay out of sight, so it's not too big a problem if you manage to pull that off. Now he's moving into this position. This is where I frequently see defender ambushes, and I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen that all that much as of yet. It is such a powerful place for the attacker to see.
Lethal Mongoose actually hopping back away from the point is a little confusing, and they must not have actually seen him. I thought Lethal Mongoose had eyes on him earlier, but he actually hopped away, and now only 1 armor left for Adrian. This is going to be incredibly difficult unless he lands a couple of lasers, and right now he's going to have to work his way all the way back. He's exposed on this hill. Lethal Mongoose chasing from behind, and the other 2 waiting patiently at the cap. This is going to be very unlikely.
Yeah. Easily shut down. At the end of the day, if you're going to use that method of attack, you have to pick at least 1 person off, because it simply will not work. It's a very, very confined space where rockets actually prove to be incredibly useful. So he does need to get his accuracy sorted out right there. Svada now on the attack right here.
Yep, and we'll watch S-Vader or Svader actually move through and try to confuse the opponents. Xp3 actually is so well accustomed to this map, though, he's not going to fall for that. Basically, he rushes to the same spot each time so that he can do some spotting. If he doesn't see anyone in the first couple of seconds, he knows exactly where he's going to go. It will be that tunnel leading around the side. So I'm actually surprised that no defenders have actually shown up. They might be just retreating back to the point now, waiting for S-Vader. If he tries to jump here, again, we've got that whole float mechanic that rockets can actually keep you propelled in the air, and all 3 rockets can actually destroy you. So this is going to be really tricky for S-Vader, already losing 1 point of armor.
Yes, indeed. This is a really awkward spot for him to be in, honestly. All the defenders really need to do at this point is just put down suppressing fire and make sure that he can't actually make his way to the goal. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're filling both areas full of rockets. It's very risky. He's going to take the jump. He's going to make the leap. Nitro, and there's a pickup here by Xp3. Puts him down in the air.
Well, actually, just nothing but defensive rounds so far on this map. I can't believe it. The castle is actually kind of notorious for not having too many successful attacking rounds, but they did make that alteration that we talked about, knocking down a wall, essentially. I'm wondering if this map is going to receive any alterations like that, but so far, neither team gaining any ground on the attacking front. Nitro Guy is going to try to change up for his team. 1 nice pickup already as he exits the tunnel there, so the defenders are well aware of where he's at. He's actually going to have to make use of this time to try and get some looks on the other defenders. If he does what S-Vader does and just basically idles and doesn't get any good looks, then it's going to be harder and harder as time ticks down here.
Yeah, what we saw actually there from Nitro Guy was he varied up his offensive approach, which was the right position.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, very nice indeed. And not messing around here at all.
Oh, very good, Nitro guy.
Impressive, very impressive. And that's the result of varying the route up. You have the teams going around the same route over and over and over again. That allows the defenders to play very passively. What you got to do is try and force the defenders to actually come out of position to get you because they don't know where you are.
That's right, and Chance is actually up now for his team. His team does not have a successful attacking round yet, so they're basically they're in position to actually lose this game unless they can, because if Chance can't get the attack here, that's going to put Xp3's team up 5-2, and that is a tough hole to climb out of. Not impossible by any means, but still very, very difficult when you've got teams this evenly matched.
Well, Chance has already been spotted, and he's taking a risky position. Goes down to the bottom and takes Rocket Boy's trouble. Wonderful air pickup right there with the rail. And Chance now making his way around the side, looking for a route. Where can he get in? This can work, actually. This is well defended because of these kind of chest-high bunker walls. You can avoid plenty of rockets there. You can also get a good amount of clutch snipes on there. That's a miss, and Nitro guy trying to take him out once again. And a quick dash to the side, but shut down from the side there by Nitro guy. Wow,
that route looked like it was going to work. He actually picked off Xp3 for the trade of just 1 armor. That's a pretty fair trade for him, I think. So, you know, after Xp3 is eliminated, you're just facing those PAX attendees, and, you know, they probably haven't had as much time with the game as Xp3, so you build that nice advantage, but actually the, I believe it was Adrian snuck around behind. That was actually the killer for that attacking round. Xp3 making his way towards the cap. All 3 defenders posted up, still trying to look around. S-Vader did almost just lose his head there as he was exposed. Xp3 did not quite connect, though. He's going to actually do this route, which I've not seen yet.
This is pretty rare.
I have seen it before in casual games and during warm-ups and things like that, but actually haven't seen anyone actually use it. The reason most people don't use it is because it counts down a lot of time, basically, and you're not getting any looks on defenders if you do this. You're eating about 15 seconds on the clock, but now it does disorient them a little bit, but all they have to do is play the point. He's down to 1 armor already.
Oh, wow. Well, he's already got 1 pickup there. Second pickup. Can he actually pull this up? He pulls it off! Wow.
That's the map. That's
it.
The match. That's 2-0 for Xp3 and his team. Very well done to Xp3, Nitro Guy, and Adrian. They'll move on to the finals. Can we get a big round of applause for Chance, Lethal Mongoose, and S-Vader for their efforts into the semifinals of our Fan and Pro tournament? And we'll continue with the next semifinal just as soon as we can get our players set up, so stick around.